what's up, everybody? It's time to answer your question, and there's a total of 24 questions, and wow, it's true as well. So let's get to it. So the first question was from Evie Mitchell, which is my cousin, and she actually asked 5 questions, and the first one was, what is the coolest Titanic fact that you know? That's a really good question. I think the coolest fact that I know is the Titanic is first class area. It's absolutely luxurious, with the grand staircase and a fancy dining room, and that's just the coolest fact that I know. So the second question was, what is your favorite thing that Oda does? To be honest with you, nothing, because he's so crazy, and yeah, sometimes he's such a pain. He's such a baby. So yeah, so thank you for that. And the third one was, what has been your greatest accomplishment? Probably being part of the Minecraft community for over 13 years. I've been playing Minecraft since I was a teenager, and yeah, that's one of my greatest accomplishments. And the fourth question she asked was, if you could have any animal as a pet, which one would you choose? To be honest with you, what the big cats, like a cheetah or a leopard, yeah, I would love to have that as a pet. So yeah, the final question she asked was, what has been your favorite YouTube video that you made? I don't know. That's a tough question. Out of all the videos that I've made, I think the Storytime series. So thank you, Ava, for asking that. And there also been some questions from Mandy3322. The first one she asked was, what is your favorite way to exercise? Probably the electric bicycle. Like you probably saw my workout video at the Broadcast Rec Center. I did the bike, so if you haven't seen it before, I'll put the link right up here the entire time in the description below, so you can check it out and you'll see exactly how I do it. And the third question she asked was, what was the hardest physical job you've ever done and why? To be honest with you, helping my Aunt Samantha, killing all those boxes of textbooks in the car, and that was the hardest job because all those boxes were so heavy. So yeah, Mandy 33 is basically my Aunt Samantha. So Aunt Samantha, if you're watching it, that was literally the hardest physical job I've ever done. So yeah, and another question she asked was, what is your favorite scene in the movie Titanic? I like the ending when the old version of Rose passed away in her sleep, and she was also reunited with Jack on Titanic and in heaven. So yeah, every single time I watch that scene, I always wonder if Jack was waiting for Rose by the crowd for 84 years. So yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes of all time. So another question she asked was, what was your favorite restaurant in Dallas and why? Definitely that steakhouse, because they had the belly steak. That was the best steak I've ever had. It was so delicious, and I could really eat that like every single day. So yeah, the final question was, what were your favorite 2 shows that we've seen on Broadway series or Playhouse Square, and why? I'm so glad you asked that question, because in case you guys didn't know, me and Mandy3322 are actually a subscriber to the Broadway series or Playhouse Square, and we actually see shows like Red Carpet Monster shows. So yeah, I think 2 of my favorite shows are Back to the Future and Julia. Why? Because they were amazing. They have all this weapon, the costume and dancing are just incredible. So, yeah, so thank you, Manny3322. And there was one question from the user, Joshua 2815, and she asked, do you know that your dad and my mom are cousins? That's not really YouTube related question. So, yeah, but, yeah, I did not know that. So, thank you. So, there's also, another, one question from John Jones 59, and, woo, she asked a lot of questions. So, the first one was, what was your proudest moment? Definitely graduating from high school. I mean, oh my God, I was so proud of graduating from high school. I graduated the top of my class from Brecksville Berkeley Heights High School. And yeah, that was the proudest moment I've ever had. And yeah, thank you for that. And another question she asked was, what was your hardest class in school? I don't know. I mean, I think, somewhere between social studies and English. Yeah, those were one of the hardest classes in school, and yeah, so thank you for that. And the other question she asked was, did you ever try to make potato chips? Yes, I did, and actually I cut my finger with the slicer. It really hurt, so if I want to try to make potato chip with the slicer, please be careful. I don't want you guys to end up like me, so. It didn't really hurt that bad, it was just bleeding, so. Yeah, and another question she asked was, what is your favorite snack food? I love all kinds of snacks, I mean, that's a really hard question, so. Yeah, I like the garden salsa sun chips the most, so. Yeah, yeah, so thank you for that, and another question she asked was, where do you go to enjoy nature? Probably the zoo. They see all the animals from all different kinds of the natures, and yeah, I mean, I love going to the zoo, and not to mention I used to work there for the food service while I'm doing my summer job. So yeah, so another question she asked was, what was your best Christmas present ever? Definitely my S series. So yeah, back in 2022, I got a brand new Xbox Series S. It's so much better than the Xbox 360. Why? Because it had the Minecraft Bedrock, and I was so happy when I got that, and I'm so thankful. So yeah, so thank you for the question. Another question she asked was, what was your favorite vacation? Definitely I don't know. I mean, I've been on so many amazing vacations, probably Disney World with my Aunt Amanda. So, yeah, that was one of my favorite vacations, and I would be thrilled to go back there. So, another question she asked was, have you ever been on a cruise? That's an easy question. Yes. A year ago, I was on a cruise ship, and I even made a video explaining everything about it, and it was so much fun. I mean, I really enjoyed this so much, so. Yeah, another question she asked was, what was the name of your first pet? Well, the first pet that I had, when I was, real little, her name was Jersey, and she was a cat, and yeah, I mean, she was all fluffy and all beautiful fur, and she was a little bit mean sometimes, but she was a really good cat, so. Yeah, so thank you for that. Another question was, what is your earliest memory? I don't know. It's hard to remember everything from when I was a baby, and yeah, probably the first time I ever met Audrey. Yeah, I mean, I have I have known Audrey for over 20 years, so Audrey, if you're watching this, I always remember the first time I ever met you, and it was just a real pleasure. So, yeah, another question was, what was your latest doctor appointment for? It was basically a brand new doctor. I was getting a checkup, and also, I also was talking to my doctor, put me on some weight loss medication, and I get an injection every single Saturday. So, yeah, I'm so glad my doctor was able to agree to put me on this weight loss medication. So, yeah, the final question is, what was your favorite thing to do when you were a kid? I like going places and playing games and just hanging out with everyone. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for asking all your questions. So that was a while. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and yeah, so thank you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave a comment. See you next time. Have a nice day, and as always, peace out.